Get off of that. I can't guarantee how long we'll be on this live, so let's get it rocking and rolling. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let's get it. Let's get it done. What's going on, guys? Mason. What's going on, Mason? Extra cool. Hey, appreciate the gift. Thank you so much for the gifts. Extra cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifts. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mason. Extra. Extra cool. Extra cool. Thank you, extra cool. Awesome. Appreciate the gifts, buddy. Appreciate the gifts. We're out here just chilling, working on some boots. I appreciate the gifts. Mason, thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. Where are you guys tuning in from? I try to do what I can over here, so man, I appreciate the gifts there. Man, I made my day right there. Thank you for your support, Mason. Czech Republic, welcome to Czech Republic. Oh, Mason, thank you for the first like, buddy. I really appreciate it. I know it. Cooking. Well, I don't know. This ain't really cooking. I mean, this is boot making and shoe making, but I appreciate the support. I really do. Carter, what's going on? Big Pimpin', California in the house. Nice. I appreciate the gifts. Extra cool. Seventh sub. Wow, thank you. Well, I appreciate that, Extra Cool. I appreciate you. No, we actually let me show you a pair of boots. So this pair of boots that came in with some nasty soles on them, falling apart, and we put some new soles on for this customer, so he'll be happy to have his boots back. On the other side of the shop there, that's where we build all our boots. And this particular room is where we put all our boots, where we do a lot of the repairs. And on the other room is where I do a lot of put the custom boots together. But I appreciate the support. We got 19 people, we got 4 likes, and then Mr. Extra Cool out here, he's out there just gifting away, man. I appreciate that. You made my day. You made my day, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Vex Shop, appreciate the support. Hush. What? You gotta go out? I think my dog wants to go out. It's raining outside. You gonna say what's up, Jack? Say what's up. Say what's up. You need to go out, buddy. You need to go out. You need to go out. Where's Gabe at? Huh? You need to go out. Bruce is loose. What's going on, Bruce? Yeah. Come up here and sit down. Get over here and sit down. Good boy. Yeah. I taught him to stop lunging at the door. That's my biggest pet peeve with these animals, is they lunge at the door as soon as you open it. Right, Jack? All right, come on. Let's go. You coming? Come on. There you go. Advice for young of us. Yeah, it's been muggy here, Bruce. Vex Shot. What do you mean by advice for young of us? Like what kind of advice are you looking for? Hey Bruce, yeah, just let me know what you need. If there's anything I can help you with, just let me know. I'm usually the one answering all my emails. I'm answering all my messages anyway, so it's me you talk to. How to become successful and humble. I think a lot of it really, you become successful, but humble is the hard part. I think you have to be humble from the beginning. I don't think. All right, Jack, come on. I think being humble is something you just are. Successful, I mean, you anybody can become successful. All it takes is hard work. The Duck Dev. What's going on? Hello, welcome to this live. I mean, that's about all the advice I can give you on that, in those terms, because that's really all it takes to be successful. In all honesty, is just being a nice person, but you got to work hard, very hard. And I think sometimes when it comes to working, a lot of people underestimate the amount of work that it really takes to become successful, which is why the failure rate for success is 90%. I know you didn't come here for motivational speaking, but I figured I'd give it. All right, I need to grind these down. Hopefully it won't be so bad. Maybe I can go like this. All right, y'all ready for this? You're gonna become big one day, man. That's what it's gonna be asking for, repairs and custom boots. I hope so. I mean, that's the goal. Jack, please don't bump the phone. Got my dog. He wants to go outside so bad and play in the rain. Last time I let him out and play in the rain out there, he ended up digging a hole, and he came covered in mud. His entire body was covered in red clay. So no, he's not going out again today. I had to give it back before we went home. You gonna say what's up, Jack? Say what's up. He's bored. He wants to go play. But I appreciate the support. I really do. That's right, Bruce. You put God first and let him do the rest. He will take care of you. That's right. He will provide. Yeah, he was crazy. Jack is a blue healer. He's a blue healer. Jack, please don't bump into the thing. Get your tail out of the way. Go get Gabe. Gabe's my son. You want to go play, don't you? Yeah, he wants to go play so bad. All right, let me grind these down real quick. Well, the other one's dry. All right, let's see what we got here. Do they still use stacked heel, or is everything solid heel? Now, a lot of it just depends, really. This is kind of what they call like a fiberboard, cardboard compression, or it could be what they call a stacked leather heel base, but it's more like the trash of leather, basically. Extra cool. I appreciate it, man. You did. You made my day. I appreciate that. Very, very nice. Very cool. Very nice of you. Very kind. But no, like when I make a pair of custom boots, everything is. I stack every layer one at a time. One at a time. Looks like we got some folk up here. I wonder if I can, will this let me turn it? Oh, that's, you're looking at the nails now. I wonder if it'll let me turn it like this. Orientation is locked. I guess I should have done it from the very beginning. If you guys got any questions or anything like that, let me know. Be happy to answer your questions. So these now, as they sit, they're basically ready for the edge ink. And this is how I do that here. Surprisingly, this is one of the questions I get a lot is how do I do my edges? Let me see if I can prop this thing up here somewhere so I don't bump it down. Maybe y'all can see it a little bit. Let me get this out of the way. There we go. Chosen One's Hip Hop Assumptions Imagination Loves You. You make shoes. I make boots. Can we make shoes? Probably. But no, we specialize in cowboy boots. Now, this is not a pair I made. This is a pair that we just have in for repair, new soles on. But if you give me just a second, I will take you to the next room and I'll show you some of the boots that I have actually made. What's going on, Jackson? I'm making sure the dog isn't chewing something he wasn't supposed to. Yeah, just give me 1 second. Bruce is loose. I just enjoy watching you do your thing. Hey, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support there, Bruce. You guys, man. I got on this thing today, man, and y'all are already blessing, man. Y'all blessing us. I appreciate the gifts. Really do. I'm thinking about doing a community where I teach. Oh, the phone's falling. No, I guess it'd be all right. Where I teach people how to do this. But I'm trying to figure out a price. These we make boots. Jacob, is it Hygiene? Hygiene. I make boots, but on this particular pair, this pair is just in for resoling. So we put new soles on it. And we're just doing the edges now, getting it ready to deliver it to the customer so he can pick them up. Yes, Chosen. Jesus Christ lives. That's right. Jesus does live. He lives. Chosen One, do you make boots? I do. So the way that I make my boots is you'll have to come to the shop or meet me somewhere if I'm in town somewhere in a different city. And what I do is I measure your feet. So the boots that we make are specifically made for your foot. So let me see if I can put this back up here because it aggravates me having this thing leaning out like that. So sorry. So now that I have this stuff on it, I'll make the edges all nice and shiny. That way it looks like they just came out of the factory floor. You know what I'm saying? Nice. I appreciate that, Chosen. Appreciate all you guys that are subscribing to the channel, watching our stuff more and more. Really appreciate it. So now it's somewhat shiny. I normally use a couple different things, some wax to get it real shiny. And then we'll do this. And then, ooh, excuse me there, guys. Excuse me. What made you want to get into that business? I grew up on a horse ranch, training horses for a living, and I've always been curious as to how boots were made, how you can take a flat piece of leather and form it, shape it to create the boots or the saddles, you know, all that stuff, man. It just, I like working with my hands. And so that to me really just piqued my interest. Sometimes you gotta excuse me. Sometimes my Mexican comes out of here. Will you buff out the ripped spots? What do you mean ripped spots? But anyway, I was, you know, I grew up on a ranch, so for me, I just enjoy working with my hands, and it's cool. I mean, some of the boots that come into the shop, man, you just like, holy moly. So, once we get this done, let me give it a little brush here. So y'all saw this before I started grinding it down, right? So that's what it looks like now. See? Shiny. And then the sole. A lot of people think that's wood, but no, it's just leather that we kind of paint to kind of match it. Oh, we got some comments. I'm skipped over here. You talking about that piece right there? Usually we try to kind of just patch it as best as we can, because a lot of times that happens when the customers, you know, they'll take their boots on and off and they'll put their foot right here. A lot of times we just do what we can with it, like here, since it's already halfway torn off. The only thing I can do to it is kind of just make it match as best as I can. See that? And because this particular skin is very flaky anyway, so you just kind of want to make it look as good as possible so that when the customer picks it up, it looks great. What's going on out of Nulfo? Matt Stearns, would you rather have Cheeto fingers for life or have a good hood made out of skin? I don't know about that one. Yeah, that. So, hey Jennifer, what's going on, Jennifer? Yeah, usually, I mean, the whole point of getting your boots here, I mean, because I show you the one that I haven't grinded down yet, you can see how rough it looks, and, you know, because we just put the soles on. Edges look rough, the bottom doesn't have any color on it, and then you get this once it's done, see? And that's the whole point, is to just make it nice, really nice, so when the customer picks it up, or they get delivered to in the mail, because we do get a lot of stuff, we do ship a lot of stuff in and out, is that when he gets them in the mail or he picks them up, they look great. So that's what we got for this one. This one's done now. I'll go ahead and put it here. And this is another pair I just did earlier today. So this is a pair of Tecovas, very popular boots. And as you can see, the other ones, they had what you call a 270 welt, which means it goes all the way from back of the heel all the way back to this side. This one's got what they call a quarter welt. And so we had to put the brass tacks on there on this one to kind of get things to hold together. But as you can see, yeah, we did, these had holes on the bottom. And these JR soles is what we consider a premium leather, but that's basically all we get. Now, these particular pair of boots is a pair of boots that a customer brought in. If you know anything about boots, these are old, vintage, probably maybe 40, 50 years old. And these particular boots, you can tell they've had a good life. So this customer has had these for 40 some years, and we're going to completely rebuild the boots. You can see where they've been redone before, and it's all full of Bruce, these are Tony Lamas. These are vintage Tony Lamas. These are probably some of the last Tony Lamas made in El Paso, Texas. Yeah, old Tony. But some of you guys were in here talking about, I'll come back and finish the other boot in a minute, but some of you guys were in here talking about some of the boots that I've made. So let's go look at them. I happen to have some up here in the front. I'm supposed to be waiting for a package, but mail lady hadn't showed up yet. It's rainy and muggy, so luckily it's nothing I needed. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see pretty good. I know it's a little dark in my store, but so this is a pair of boots I built. Let me see. And these are made out of buffalo. So buffalo vamps, either I think they're kid skin tops. Kid skin is goat, by the way. And then all these rows of stitching were done one row at a time. So, and these actually won an award in Texas. And this is another pair of boots I made a few years back that the customer has brought in for us to do some minor adjustments to. We got a cross on the back, and he wanted his brand on the front. So, let's see, I'm missing some comments here. It's all right, Bruce. I like showing you guys because there's a lot of people that I know. I got stuff on my face. There's stuff that, because you get on the lives quite often, but there's people that get on the lives or don't get on the lives, and they don't understand. They've never seen any of my stuff, so I don't mind showing stuff a little bit. TSGT. Oh, Sergeant. Is that right? Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. Is that private donut? Is that what that means? Wilson's out of Montana, even with a tall riding hill, they were comfortable as hell. Yeah, I'm assuming that's private donut, 42. Yes. So the thing with the custom boots is that they're fitted to your foot. So like this last right here, it's all, you can see where I've added leather to give me the measurements for this particular customer. And you can see what I had to add to that toe to give us that extra measurement. Hey, Gabe, come take that water bottle away from Jack. He's being a little turd head. And even this one, he's in the back. Even this one right here. You know, we take the measurement of the customer. Should I show you tracing here? So I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is a tracing. Let me see. This is a tracing for one of my customer's feet. And so we take these measurements and we transfer those measurements to the last, depending on where the customer needs the width and the height. As far as the custom boots go, my base price is $2,100. $2,100, and you have about an 8-month wait time right now. Hunter, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words. Mans Courtney, how much? Custom boots they start out at $2,100. So let me show you what $2,100 looks like. I've got a pair right here that is waiting to be picked up. And I'll show you, this is kind of what, so this pair of boots right here, I don't know if you can really see, it's dark in my shop, but. So this particular pair of boots, you can see it's bull shoulder, kid skin tops. This is what $2,100 looks like. So just a good everyday riding boot. And obviously you can modify it, modify the boot, height, top design, color. And so there's so many different avenues as far as, because you control the design of the boot. But obviously price will dictate how tall, what kind of skins, that sort of thing. Let's see. Bruce, yeah, riding heels are nice. And they're comfortable once they're fitted to your foot. Vex shot, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm actually, the thing I like about these hats is that they're that raised embroidery on them. So I'm actually going to get that raised embroidery done with our logo on it. So it'll say Manny's. And then on the bottom, it'll say custom boots. So Benny, looks nice. Thank you, sir. Is it Shinji 391? Would you consider yourself to be a cobbler? I would say yes. I'm more of a bootmaker, but I mean, I do offer cobbler work. Which I mean, once we get the hats with our logo on it, I'll probably put them up And if you guys are on the site or something like that, we'll put them up, and y'all can grab a hat. Who's that? Adam Corley. Is that right? Corley? Adam Corley. Much love from Pennsylvania. What's going on, Pennsylvania? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your comment. Jared Deal, 8-month wait. Yes, sir. And it varies. I've had customers wait a lot longer than that, especially this guy right here. He's been waiting for about a year for his boots because, you know, this is elephant, by the way. So there's elephants. You don't kill elephants for the leather. You have to wait until they die. And a lot of times you don't know what colors are coming in. Cash Hernandez, what's going on, buddy? M. Jacob, thank you, sir. Toasted wheat. Good lady boots. Yeah, I just made a really nice pair of boots for a lady. Hey, Clarewood. Joshua's Gators. Hey, Joshua. Yeah, Ariat, I mean, a lot of it just depends. I'm actually an Ariat dealer. I sell Ariat boots on our website and in some in store. And so, I mean, they do have their different tiers of quality. I can make them out of whatever. I really don't like making square-toed boots, honestly. This is more of the toe shape I like, which is, as a bootmaker, we just call that a box toe. Just depends on the width. But if you go to like Ariat, Lucchese, and all them, they will call this toe a 7-toe or a cutter toe. But yeah, we can make them out of whatever leather. No, these are definitely working man boots. These boots will outwork any of those dolled up city boots. Leather's a lot thicker. Angel Roman, thank you. Thank you. You have a great afternoon as well, and God bless. I don't have any in stock, but if you just want something off the shelf, you can go to the website, mannysboots.com. Go to mannysboots.com, mannysboots.com, and you can get your you can see what we got on the website. Let me go back in here. I got some stuff I got to finish. What other comments am I missing over here? Let's see. Mans Courtney, perfect. Thanks for letting me know the price and how they can be customized. You're welcome. And like I said, usually the way that I do the custom boots, you don't pay up front. You just do a deposit, and that basically holds your spot in line. And then you've got 6-8 months roughly to pay for the rest of it. So it's not like you have to pay the $2,100 or whatever the price is up front. You usually just do a deposit to hold your name and cover materials and stuff like that, and then you just wait. You've got a lot of time to pay the rest of it. Waterproof zipper. We can, but I can't guarantee it's going to be waterproof. Private, I grew up in boots working, so brand new boots always got a 1/4 inch offset to the heel. Broke in faster. I'm not understanding what the 1/4 inch offset to the heel. Private. Can you make me strongest leather? Joshua, yeah, we can make them out of whatever. And I've got swatches. You can pick up whatever color you want. The only thing is you're gonna have to physically come to my shop and get fitted. I will have to physically measure your feet, because I get questions all the time. People message me, they wanted me to make a pair of boots in this size or that size, and unfortunately, everybody's feet are different. And the only way that I can somewhat guarantee the fit and make them fit a little better is if you physically come to the shop so I can measure your feet. Relic. I don't know what that means, buddy. Elk Slayer. What's up from Idaho? What's going on? There's a bootmaker I know from Idaho. No, unfortunately, I can't. Joshua's Gators, I can't do the epoxy bottoms. On the shaft, maybe we could do some design on there. Allen Bellinger, better than Ariat. Yeah, I mean, the boots that I make are obviously going to be better than Ariat. Elk Slayer. Yeah, I mean, they're great boots. I mean, so if you do the math, and because I've got a customer that, you know, he was out buying 3 pairs of boots a year and he was paying like $300 something per pair. And we did the math. He was spending almost over $1,000 a year on boots. And so I said, you know, you get a pair of custom boots after 2 years, you're saving money. So yeah, Joshua. Yeah, you just have to email me or go to my website, mannysboots.com, and we'll arrange for a time for you to come to the store and get fitted, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, and then we can figure out what your size is, because you may think you wear a 12 and a half, but your last, when I make your boot, you might be like a 10. You know, it just depends on your feet. Spurs, he wearing Spurs, maybe. A lot of the people, well, he wore cattle, Alan. I'm probably talking to my buddies, that customer I had that was going through tree. Sometimes my Mexican comes out. No, he was working cattle, so his feet were always all over the place. You know, deep in water. Some turtle skin. Is it legal? Did you have the boots already? Because a lot of it's going to, if I remember correctly, some of those boots are sea turtle. I think they're illegal right now. Joshua, I'm in Reynolds, Georgia. So Chief Z, a lot of it just going to depend on whether or not it's legal or not. No, elk. I completely understand. Hey, you're not hurting my feelings. Yep, and elk. Just for your point, you said you go through boots every 6 months. That's the reason why people are going through and spending a little more money up front for boots, is because for that reason. A lot of the companies out there are going to get thinner material because it's easier to flex, it's easier to break in. A lot of my stuff, since they're made to measure, I use thicker material. I pre-stretch them for you so you don't have to break them in as much, and I pre-mold your insoles. So there's a lot of work that goes into it, and when it comes to an off-the-shelf boot compared to a custom pair of boots, the quality is night and day different. I mean, once you go custom, you won't go back to an off-the-shelf boot. I can promise you that. That clap in the club, I don't know about all that. Sub. But yeah, I don't know what the deal is. So I appreciate the gifts, guys. I really appreciate it. Elk, yes. I mean, because I take tracings of your feet, measurements, and the tracings of your foot is what tells me how to build a last. You ever goon? What does that mean? Toxic, what does that mean? Here, let me grind this one down and finish it so I can be done with it. I'm waiting for some other stuff to dry. Let's see. Jack, why are you whining? You whine so much. Neither, Alan. I prefer more like this toe shape. Kind of like this. A little bit of a square, a little snippity snip. I don't really care for the wide square, and I don't really care for the rounded. I guess will be okay. toxic. Hey, Chief Z. Yeah, just let me know. I mean, because we do have the ones on the website. You can just buy them off the shelf boots. Because usually if I don't have them in stock, I'll have to order them anyway. So, but yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be on this live. I'm gonna need to be heading back home. Soon. Gotta pick up my other kid. I brought one to work today, so we'll see. Alright, let me do these edges, and then this pair will be done. Ready to get picked up. Ready. Sounds like my dog just dying to go outside and play. Ugh. Chief, I appreciate the sub. Appreciate the support. Shoot. I guess you're gonna be sideways for just a minute. Jackson, you ready to go home, bud? I think he's ready to go. He can only tolerate about a few hours of being here. We've been here early, so I think he's maxed out for today. But I appreciate the support, guys. Appreciate the gifts. Jackson. We call him Jackson, Mississippi. Hey. Settle down. He is dying to go outside and play. Hey, settle down. Settle down. Oh. Now I will be doing, I've got a pair of boots I've got to make. That might be a good live video, because those pair of boots is not nothing fancy. Just some good plain boots, man. And I gotta start working on those. So if you want to see how those are made, make sure you just subscribe to the channel. Hush! Hang on. He wants to go, boy. He said, I've had enough for today. So we'll be headed home here. Man, yeah, just tune in. I mean, it'll be, I don't know when I'll start them, either tomorrow or the next, either tomorrow or the day after. But what's today? Today's Monday, right? So I'll start them either Wednesday, maybe. Actually, I might start them tomorrow. We'll do that. We'll start them on the live. So that might be the easiest thing to do is I'll start the custom boots while we do the live tomorrow, and we'll start cutting out the patterns. Unfortunately, I can't really let you into too much of the secrets as to how I make them, because it doesn't really matter. It's just numbers. So we'll do a lot of math to get the patterns right, and then once we get the patterns right, then we'll start cutting the leather. We'll crimp the leather. I'll show you how to crimp the leather, and we'll go from there. So we'll do that tomorrow. It'll probably be 3-ish, 3:30 maybe. Because Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I've got to leave the shop at 3 because I've got to go work some horses. So, Uncommon Woman, hey, you're back. What's going on? Welcome back. And so we'll do that. I appreciate you guys that stopped by. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the gifts. It really made my day. So I appreciate the support. That's the biggest thing. I just want you guys to get value out of this stuff. And as a creator, sometimes it's hard to figure out what you guys want to watch, what you guys want to see. So I don't know what a crash out is. Ice Cream Man 22. No Lee. So we'll just do that. We'll just plan for that. And I'll have all the stuff ready. So, but I appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one, all right? Thank you. Bye-bye. Oncoming Woman, I've been working. Hey, if you're still watching Oncoming Woman, so what are you doing? So Oncoming Woman, if you're still watching, tomorrow, it's Tuesday, I'd say about 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock maybe, we'll get on tomorrow Eastern time, and we'll start making some actual boots, okay? So just get on tomorrow. All right? Thank you so much for stopping by. Noldus, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Unfortunately, it's the end of the live. I'm fixing to cut it off. I got kids to pick up. But I appreciate the support. Bye, Uncommon Woman. We'll see you tomorrow. Roughly, but I'd say about between 2 and 3. We'll start it. As long as there's nothing crazy going on, we'll start it between 2 and 3 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll start working on actual boots. Because I'll have to go through the process of cutting the patterns, cutting the vamps, and all that stuff. And if you guys want to see all that, come on by. Because we're going to be building some boots. So if you're cool with that, I do have some people coming by at some point to pick stuff up, so that might get in the way a little bit. So we'll just kind of have to just roll with it, with the flow. All right, that's enough. We'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.